Hi everyone, I'm Sam from Bio Cosplay. In this video I'm going to show you how I made these Grogu ears. Here you can see my pattern. I drew this to fit on a hairband, but it should also fit on, hats or other things that would just be the shape of your head. There's this extra bit on the top because his ears fold over at the top, so we'll need that extra bit of material later. There's the pattern if you want to copy that, or I'll have a link to my Etsy where you can get the pattern. We're going to be using 4mm foam for this. So we're just going to trace the pattern onto here with a marker. Then we're going to cut it out with a sharp knife. Alright, our foam's cut out now. We've got to fold the top over so this round section lines up and this has a nice fold. So to keep it that way, I'm going to use a heat gun. I'm just evenly heating the foam. You don't want to leave it in one spot too long or it might burn the foam. So you just want to move it slowly over everything. I kind of wiggle it back and forth. And then I'll do the back as well so it's heated on both sides. Okay, so first I'm going to fold over the end with a half circle and hold this here. Then I'm just going to smush this out. We're going to have to heat this again. But to start with, I want to make sure this is kind of pinned down. So then we'll do another round of heating. Okay, then again, kind of fold it over, try to hold it in place. I'm also going to try to work this with my thumb a little bit and get this slightly curved. Now I'm going to do just this half from the middle to the tip. Next step is going to be to round over all these edges, because right now we just have hard flat edges. To round over the edges I'm going to be using a rotary tool with this stone tapered bit. You'll want to wear a respirator or a dust mask for this so you don't breathe in all the dust. And we're just going to follow the edges and round them over and clean up any rough looking spots. For example, on this one, this little round spot here got a little rough when cutting it, so we'll smooth that out. Alright, now all my edges are rounded over. Depending on how rough your edges are after rounding them, you may want to hit it with the heat gun again just to get rid of any fuzzies. So you can just do a quick pass over the ear. And now they're ready to be attached to something, sealed and painted. Alright, now that we've got this shaped and the edges are rounded out, I'm going to glue it to a headband. For this, I'm going to use contact cement. You could also use hot glue if you prefer, but I'm just going to put it on the surface of the foam, get it evenly coated, and then I'm going to stick it to the headband just to see where it's going to go at first. So I know where to apply the glue here. So then we have a rough outline of where the glue should go. The headband I went with has kind of like a faux suede texture. I figured that would give it a little bit more grip and something for the foam to stick to. And I went with this light color because I'm going to end up painting it so it matches the ears anyway. So then we let this dry until the glue's tacky and then I can stick it together. So you'll know it's ready when you can touch it. And it feels tacky but none of the glue comes off on your fingers. So I'm going to put the end of the ear all the way at the bottom on the back edge. And just slowly roll the ear up the headband. And then for the front, I'm going to leave this splayed out a little bit. So I'm going to bring the front down on the front edge, so then it's a little bit more open on the side, like that. Then I'll go back and mush all the edges of my foam down into the headband. Then we'll just repeat that for the other ear. Same thing as last time. First I'm going to spread the glue, just a thin layer on the foam. I also go on the inside here because I know this little point is going to touch the headband. So we want glue on that. And once again, we'll poke it to the headband just so we know where our glue's going to go. Now we've got our outline to follow. This one's kind of hard to see, but you can see it faintly. Same as before, we let that dry till it's tacky, and now it's ready to stick. There we go, now it's ready to be sealed and painted. To seal these ears, I'm going to be using Roscoe's Flex Bond. The reason you want to seal foam is it's porous, so if you just apply paint directly to it, it's going to absorb a bunch of the paint and it's going to take a ton of coats. And it won't always have a smooth finish. You'll have like the porous, foamy texture. So I'm just going to put a little bit in a paint dish, and then I'm going to dip my brush in some water. You can use any brush really. I'm going to use this little sponge brush. And I'm just dipping it in water first to thin out the Flex Bond a little bit so it spreads easier and more evenly. So we're going to start by getting up inside the ear up here. And then we're just going to do our best to get an even coat over the whole ear. And once that's dry, I'm going to go ahead and apply another coat. I think I'll end up going with at least 3 coats on this. But really just as many as it needs to make it look pretty smooth and evenly covered. Okay, I've got the ear sealed. This is 3 coats of Roscoe's Flex Bond, and now I'm going to paint it. For this, I'm going to start with this avocado paint from Angelus Leather Paints, mainly because I have it from a previous project. The other benefit of Angelus is it'll stay flexible, but any acrylic paint should do fine. So we're just going to try to evenly brush this on. The Angelus also coats really well, so that's another benefit. This doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not being too precious about the way I'm painting and trying to mitigate all the brush strokes. I'm trying to make sure it's a thin coat. I don't want to be careless and get a bunch of brush strokes, but I'm not like being super meticulous here. For the back of this, I have a head cast of myself. I've been putting this on while it dries, so I'll just stick it on there to paint the back. So yeah, I'll finish painting that up. And the other ear, do the backs, and then we'll let it dry and see how it looks and if it needs another coat. Alright, our first coat is dry. You can see there's some spots here that still need more coverage, so we're going to do a second coat. My second coat of green is dry. Now I'm going to do some pink just on the inside of the ear here. I think I'm going to use this Folk Art Baby Pink. So I'm going to paint this most of the way up to the tip here. And I'm using a big brush and a tinier brush to get in the different sections of the ear. Since this pink is much lighter than the green and doesn't have quite as much pigment, it's definitely going to take a couple more coats. So it's going to start out looking pretty rough, but it'll get there. Alright, there's my first coat. I used a hairdryer to speed along the drying process a bit. And now we'll start on the second coat. On the edges of the pink here, I'm just kind of stippling the brush, sort of poking it in a slightly random pattern here, so I don't have a super hard edge and so that it blends into the green a little bit more organically. Alright, I've got all the pink painted on there. This is about 3 coats, I believe. I did get some pink on some of the green spots, like here, and on the inside of the band, and here. So I'm going to go back and touch those up with a small flat brush and the green paint. Here they are, the finished Grogu ears. I hope you found this video useful, and if you enjoyed it, consider liking and subscribing, or leaving a comment down below. If you'd like to see more of my work, follow me on social media at BioCosplay, and I'll see you next time.